I'm getting some Vanguard hats. Discover Vanguard.
Serious? You did? Oh, you're doing better than that.
I got my green tie, I'm getting black. That's the budget and the place is stuck out. Yeah? Going away where? It's so funny being outside. Hi there. Good.
And then after that, I will take off my chain and
I didn't see Lorraine. I don't see Lorraine. Probably waiting on her. Oh, did he want to count this?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem. We will have no air tonight. Call us
I would like to thank Jeff Harmon, who works in our building department, for piping. Tax rating bylaw for 1993. Like this great city of Mississauga with its Pearson International Airport and its high rises and so on. So we have worked to bring the budget down, and if Mr. Treasurer, would you like to say a few words as to how staff performed, some instructions perhaps that were left by our former CAO Bob Finisa, and how we will reach the announcement that we will make tonight, Mr. Treasurer.
Very hard. We had an objective and goal to try to reduce individual departments by 10%. We were not able to achieve those numbers. In many areas we were able to bring the numbers down substantially to reduce from what we started with, and it was many hard hours of work both by staff and council. And I guess I'll leave it with you.
Thank you, Mr. Treasurer. Council has deliberated. Any member wish to speak to that? Councillor Prentice.
Yes, Madam Mayor. Effort into it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to support that motion, and instead I will be asking for a motion of deferral. And I have several reasons for doing so, which I would like to explain this evening. And I guess I should ask for a seconder for my motion to defer first, if that's the correct procedure.
Yes, that is the correct procedure. A motion to defer, seconder. Thank you. Discussion? There's no discussion on a
If-
deferral motion. If you do not wish to defer, then you would defeat the motion. All those in favor of a deferral? Against? The motion is defeated.
As far as I'm concerned with what happened on Monday, and we only met Monday, even though 2 days were scheduled, I do have a problem. I feel that what happened on Monday was rushed. I did not feel personally that I had enough time. I also feel that some of the motions for $100,000 less, there are negotiations that are scheduled with Miller Waste. We have a tender policy, Madam Mayor, and I detect if we are going to treat Miller this way, all other companies need to be treated. We are talking about a sum that was brought down from $516,000 to $416,000. Firms too in this town. We're talking about $400,000 going to tender.
Excuse me, Councilor
Why are we
Prentice.
doing that?
have
And that's
a-
built into this budget. And we
Obviously,
need
you-
more of an increase if we're going to do that, and then give it back to the people if there's a surplus. Maybe that'll pay for the debenture on the fire truck.
This is
Who
better than
knows?
CBC. You know what?
There's
No.
more that I have to say.
No, but let me
I have
finish.
not seen any auditor's report at all for the operations of our town, and I have not seen that. And I think that we should see
We've been here a year
that.
and a half, sir, and you have every day to see
I
it.
can't even get a legal opinion. I finally had to go myself. I've asked for other information, for reports to be completed that we talked about, and my requests have been denied for that information. I can't get adequate trend information, Madam Mayor. I cannot support this, Madam Mayor.
Council,
all.
first of all, we had...
Pulling back wages as well.
Councilor Prentice, Miller has our waste contract till the end of this October. We have every right to discuss things with them because recycling's going to be taken over by the region.
We should be talking to
They're going to
Laidlaw
have
and
to provide-
WMI at the same time if this is going to be an open process.
Well, you missed one, BFI, and that's no problem. I have no
BFI,
problem with
whomever.
that. We haven't got to that
I
problem.
can ask the people for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5% because it's your money. And if we don't need it, and then we can do it,
and also the expenditure that will be ahead of us. Try not to draw money from the reserve, exhausting every aspect. I feel comfortable that we could live with a 1% increase. And Mr. Treasurer, at some point you could tell us would that be. And I'm happy that I could live with the 1%. If at all, I wish if it could be 0. But there's no way of putting it at 0. And I'm comfortable with the 1%, and thank you.
Staff had done a lot of work for us and narrowed down a lot of areas where we could work on it. And I too feel comfortable with 1%, and I believe that, let's not kid ourselves. The real option here is looking at the condition that we want a few of the flexible expenditures to be in. We all know what the municipal roads are like in this town, and I think that there are options of protecting these roads, and that 1% gives us the kind of compromise that we want between what we want to drive on and the town we want to live in, and the longer-term goal of protecting these assets. So I am satisfied with 1% as well.
Thank you very much, Councillor Bellerby. Is there anyone else who has not? He's not a delegation. Go ahead,
Councillor
Madam
Anshro?
Deputy.
4.
1%.
Councillor Bellerby?
4.
Councillor Bradley? Councillor Donko?
4.
Councillor Prentice? 5 to 2 in favor.
Thank you. The roads this year, the operating budget that we set aside has almost already been eaten up due to the condition of the roads from the very fast spring breakup. Has been a concern. St. John's has been closed in an area, Bethesda.
I don't understand how you can arrive at it. I don't think it's fair.
We didn't even crack the cover of this book on Monday.
Yes,
We did
took out
not.
the waste
All
audit.
we did was the
Where do you
waste.
think you got your information
For
about
$400,000
the garbage contract?
around the garbage. That was the only time the
The
cover was
waste
cracked.
audit. No?
I've got another motion coming up.
I think that there's some confusion here. I've been on the council for 10 years. This budget process that we followed is no different than Mr. King had. It is no different than Mr. Wood had, Mayor Wood, former Mayor Wood. The budget process has ever been thus. We have fine-tuned it because of the fact we now have computers. We have fine-tuned it because we have an overhead projector that we didn't have 10 years ago. Together and department heads to take 10% out of their budget, which most of them have achieved. We tried to get it down to 0. We got it down except for $27,000, right?
$15.20 per household on the average per year on $23,000 assessment, or 4 cents per day.
What's 0 at?
0 would be your 9, if you had $500 tax bill in 1991, it would be at $500. Now it would be $515 and whatever cents the treasury.
Therefore, 15 minus 5, $10 per household to have roads like Musselman Lake drivable again. I think that to put some money aside for that is...
Debate.
Salaries? What are you
Mr.
gonna have?
Hackinson, you're out of order.
No,
You
ma'am,
came from
you're out of order
13 and
because you should have a
7/8%.
0 increase, not 3%. You were out of order, I'm sorry, ma'am.
You can have 0, but we want the roads fixed. At least that's
Then
what we're
cut
discussing.
somewhere else.
We have.
Wage increase.
Rec center.
Councillor.
People walk too. It's funny to me that we got money in the budget for recreation walkways, but nothing for a sidewalk.
Boy, you're better than CBC.
What? I don't know.
Right on.
Madam Mayor, I don't think you need to get personal. Just keep it
Sidewalks are
professional.
not part of this
Councillor
debate.
Prentice,
The
if I could
debate
cut-
Oh,
is-
yes, roads.
The debate
Yes,
is
that's right.
2% for roads. We are not saying where the money's going. It is going into
No,
a
I
road
noticed that.
reserve.
I'd like to see Treasury come in at 10% less than their budget too,
Perhaps,
like
Councillor
all the
Prentice.
other people were directed to do, rather
Councillor
than
Prentice, if I
10%
could,
above.
if I could cut through your rhetoric with a knife for just a moment,
If
Ms.
you don't
Rhetoric.
cease and desist,
You've had a
we will-
night, we need a motion to
We will
defer.
recess this and we will go in camera if you desire. Unless you
Public
cease
matter.
and become
Public
professional.
matter.
This is a
Councillor
public matter, Madam Mayor. Let's leave it right here.
That's fine.
Had a voice, Steve.
Okay, anyone else who wishes to speak related to the 2% in road reserve? We will be having a press release April the 21st. On April the 21st, the press will be involved. It's quite a while for them to sit down in Treasury and to write down how much is for recreation, how much is for roads, how much is for fire, how much is for museum, and how much is for community center boards, and so on. And everybody probably will benefit to some degree. There will be some more user pay. We are trying to phase in a user pay and phase out the grant system. We have made a lot of sacrifices.
Pardon.
The recreation department forfeited a lot, and we're going to a user pay system within 3 years.
Yeah,
John
but the
Crowley can
salaries
tell you
went
how it
up and the
works.
people went up. and
Excuse me,
everything else
I
went
have
up.
the floor, mister. We'll come to your shop and you can have the floor.
Just barely.
Thank you very much. All those in favor of 2% in the road reserve for 1990.
Recorded vote again, please.
Councillor Bradley?
Against.
Councillor Dunkel?
I'm for it.
Councillor Prentice?
Against.
Mayor Sainsbury?
I'm for it.
Councillor Tatum?
We must fix the roads.
It's 4-3 in favor.
I'd like to make another motion, Madam Mayor, that the Treasury Department operating budget be reduced by 10%. It came in at 10% over 1992, according to the booklet that I...
Speak for yourself. I think that it's evident to everyone here that the increase in collection fees to that department in getting that kind of data, getting people together to get taxes from people in these times is a tougher job for the Treasury now. Thank you.
Thank you.
I will second his motion.
All right.
That will come out the day we have the press release. There's no problem with saying what general government is.
I'd like it recorded, please.
What is recording again?
Motion?
The motion
What
for
is
a
the motion?
10% decrease for Treasury budget.
Oh, seconder.
I second it, Madam Mayor.
Okay. All those in favor?
Well, we'll record it.
Oh, you want that recorded too? Okay. And I know that members of SOS are present this evening, and it was in the paper that the region's budget was 7.4, we brought it to 6.9, we brought it to 4.9. And everybody said there's no problem with $1 a day. We're asking for 4 cents a day.
There was a lot more discussed than budget at that meeting on Monday, some heavy-duty organizational changes that aren't supposed to be part of the budget process,
That has
Madam Mayor, and I want to know where they came from.
Excuse me, that has nothing to do with the budget. Okay?
I'd like to make another
Excuse me,
motion.
Councillor Prentice, you're out of order. That is an in-camera item. Personnel matters, and you're looking for a lawsuit if you're not careful. You can wait.
I'd like a legal opinion. I'd like to move that the council obtain a legal opinion as to wage rollbacks for staff.
Seconder.
I'll second
Grab
that.
the fire truck.
Recorded vote, all those. Here we go again.
I will support it. Thank you.
Councillor Billerby?
Again.
Councillor...
Yes.
Mayor Sainsbury?
Oh, I have no problem getting a legal opinion if Councillor Prentice would like to pay for it. We're trying to keep taxes down.
Madam Mayor, we need a legal opinion. So far, we've been told. Oh, yes, I have heard about the legal opinion that we obtained. Didn't sound too legal to me. Not very official. Thank you. At the meeting that I wasn't at, by the way, that was related to me.
Oh, I hope the lawyer who did that agrees with you.
Well, he might be with us tonight.
Madam Mayor, for or against?
And review 1991 and 1992 auditors' reports.
Mr. Treasurer? Councillor Angelo?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I think every council member is entitled to the auditor report of the corporation, like and the member of council hasn't received. Thank you. But I would support that anyways.
Thank you. Thank you. I was lectured about the procedure before.
If we could, with council's permission, perhaps move forward the first item on the council committee agenda, which is the welcoming of the first Scoville Scout troop and their leaders. Then we would adjourn this section, go into council and committee, and take a 5-minute break, because we would like to get people who come for items on the agenda. The tax. So if somebody would just be kind enough to forfeit the seat for the scouts to come forward, we would appreciate it.
Yeah, I work for it.
Okay, Marion, tell me why SOS is here today.
Back in November, on 17th of November, SOS came before the budget, or when the very beginning of the budget process, and asked for 3 specific things. We asked 0 tax increase, there be no borrowing of any kind, and then we were concerned about the new fire truck that was the $500,000 for the new fire truck. And we're back here tonight this is budget night, and we're back here tonight to see if, in fact, they have addressed any of our concerns.
How do you feel they've done with your budget?
Well, they're 3%, so that's, but I don't understand. They came in at 1%, and then during the process of the presenting the budget, they said, well, we'll go up 2% for roads. I don't know how that budget process goes.
Do you feel the 2% for the roads? Okay, here we go. Do you feel the 2% for the roads is a necessary increase?
No, I don't feel that it is a necessary increase for this reason. In January the 12th, they voted the staff $133,000, which is 3% increase. Now, if they had not voted the staff that increase, then the money would have been there. So I just feel that the priorities are all in the wrong place.
And the 1% general increase, how do you feel about that?
Well, it seems to me if you can get it down from 600,000 down to 27,000, you should be able to get it down to 0.
How do you feel about what the other municipalities are doing?
Well, I understand that Vaughan last night brought in a 0 increase. I know Uxbridge is 0 increase. Richmond Hill is 0 increase. I don't understand why a little municipality like ours could not also be 0 increase.
No, I don't have any answers. Go talk to your favorite lady. She has one.
Oh, my favorite lady was that
The whole thing.
You said that you would like all recreation cars.
No, I don't say that.
Well, I'm just expressing what the card says.
Pardon me?
I'm just expressing what the placard says.
What does it mean exactly?
Well, we're after a sidewalk for a certain area in the town, and it's an arterial road, no sidewalk, and I live there, and I'm very, very much aware of the risk of seniors, of middle-aged, ordinary people, and children, because there's a school right there, too.
This is a sidewalk that you've requested that you have not put in?
Pardon?
This is a sidewalk that you requested that you did not put in?
Yes, yes.
And why did they put it in?
Why did they not put it in? Well, that's what I'm here to find out.
Do you think that money went other places?
I think the money went other places, but this should have had a sidewalk 20 years ago. When we moved there 30 years ago, they said it would be a sidewalk in 5 years. But councils change at appropriate times, I think.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, that quickly. After months and months of petitioning the council for a much-needed sidewalk on the 9th line south for the residents, the seniors, and the school kids, we, after being put off several times, we now discover tonight that their money was spent to fight the dump. Money, our sidewalk money was spent on the dump.
Do you feel that the dump is worthier or not?
I think they would have put the dumps where they wanted them right from day one. I think we had to make token protests, but I don't think we made much. We didn't make much headway.
What is your name? What is your name?
Lorraine Steckley.
Spell it, please.
Lorraine. Steckley is Steckleey.
Look at that. How do you feel the budget meeting went tonight?
I think it went the way it was supposed to. I think the council has got the message that they're supposed to be coming in with a 0 price increase, budget increase, and not a 3% increase.
But they have increased to 3%.
That's true. They did it in a kind of a sneaky way. They brought in 1% and then they added 2% after. Absolutely not right. Whether it's 1% or 3% is not the point. The point is we don't need a tax increase at this time, and they have to find a way to bring it down.
Do you think that's possible at this point?
Yes, I do. I'm in business, and I was able to keep my company in line, and this corporation is in business, and they should keep their company in line.
And how do you propose they do that?
I don't think it's easy, and I don't for 1 minute think that their job is easy, but I believe that they have to start taking a look at the way they give salary increases, the time they give salary increases, the purchases that they make of capital cost equipment. I think they have to start taking a look at when they do it, and the time is not right now to do it.
Do you believe the 3% represent strictly salary increase?
Not totally. I believe that the 3% probably includes some things, some capital cost items also, but the capital cost and the salary is something that the average person just isn't willing to accept today.
And your name, sir?
Ed Hackinson.
Spell your last name.
Hakonson.